What's going on, guys? We're messing around with the BRZ today. We're putting in a digital dash.
Nice.
So that's the deal. This is a Powertune. It's a V4. I got it on Facebook for very cheap, so I bought it. And yeah, it's got GPS, got a mount, got all that stuff. We're wired up. Hopefully get it set up, and we'll be able to actually see what the engine's doing. That's the only reason I went with this, is because I can't see AFRs, I can't see coolant, I can't see shit. It's stupid. So as much as I wanted to keep the factory dash, this just makes more sense. And especially at 350 bucks, like,
yeah, no joke.
I couldn't pass it up.
This is a pretty good marketplace purchase because it's brand new, never used. Dude packed it up all nice and tight.
Yeah, it came in the original box.
And it's half the price of a new one. Subscribe to our channel, watch our videos. So what's first?
I guess installing it, I don't know, it's 4 wires. It's super easy. 2 we already did yesterday, but we got to route them. It's 2 power wires and then a can high and a can low, and you're done. Yeah, and then if you have GPS, you obviously got to route this. So what I think we're going to do is we have our can wiring here. I think we're going to go into the car, plug this in, and kind of try to route everything up to where we're going to put this. And then we'll get it all hooked up, and then we'll put this down, and that'll be that for this video. We're gonna mount it different later. This is just how it's getting installed for the time being. So
what do you like about this dash as opposed to other dashes you could have bought?
It's cheap.
I mean, that's real good. Like, I like that too.
Like every option with this thing, with their CAN IO expander, everything is less than an IC7.
Nice.
Like $200+
An
less.
IC7 is Haltech's, like, they're kind of base model display, right?
Yeah. But the Haltech one is nicer for certain reasons. But anyways,
I say base model display. They really only have the 7-inch and the 10-inch.
Yeah. Which Powertune does the same thing. They have a 7-inch and 10-inch. So, but no, this one has a lot of customization, like customization.
You're right.
But the main reason I want this is because I want to put something like this in the Skyline. And this is the only thing that doesn't look weird because it's just a square.
Right.
So I think that's very important. And that's a lot of appeal to this for me, was it was cheap. I can play around with it in the BRZ, and then eventually I can get one for the Skyline. Because this is a V4, they're now on V5, and they also have a V5 Mini, which is a 5-inch screen instead of a 7-inch screen. So if you had a car that you wanted it as a backup display, like a secondary display, not a backup, which would be perfect for the Skyline. I think that might even look better, but they don't make a housing for that.
Right.
But anyways, that's kind of what drew me to this, was price, how much you can customize it, and I mean, it's just insane. And then because I want it for the Skyline, because it looks similar to the factory MFD in the Skyline.
Right. And the Skyline has a Link ECU in it?
Yeah.
Now, if you wanted to, you can run that with the Link. Could you run the Haltech IC7 with the Link also?
Yeah.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. So the Link and the Haltech ECU, so this has an Haltech, what we're working on. Skyline has a Link. They both have 2 CAN ports on them. So you can set them to different CAN bus protocols. So you, like, this one has one going to the BRZ, and then it has one that we're using for Haltech and the dash and stuff.
Right.
And the cool part about this dash is you can set it up for a lot of different protocols. So you can piggyback it off of stuff, which is really nice. Whereas like some dashes, you can't do that. So like maybe on the Link, you have to go in and say like, well, we're gonna use Haltech's CAN bus protocol for the dash. But yes, you can use it in that with the Link, no problem.
Right.
You can use this with the Link, you can use a Haltech with the Link, you can use a Link with the Link, Motec with the Link, like whatever you want, as long as it's CAN bus and the ECU has the capability to switch to that protocol, you can use it.
Sweet.
So, yeah.
Let's get this full mounted up.
Ready to go in the car?
What?
So ready to go in the car?
Yep.
It's car time.
Let's go.
What's really cool about this ECU or dash is it works with the factory CAN bus on the BRZ, which is really neat. And if you want to use that, back here behind the radio, there's a factory plug that has CAN bus high and low, so CAN high and low, and it has power and ground. And we tapped into here to get power and ground for the dash. But if you were doing a factory install, you could grab your can high and low there, but we don't want to use the factory can. We want to use our Haltech can. So that's down here. And so it's super simple. Boop, we're done. But yeah, so you can use this and you can plug it in back here. You just need to get like a radio install kit. And there's a plug, it's taped up. It literally does nothing. You just grab it, plug into it, and you have can high, can low, and a key on, positive and negative.
Dang, that's nice.
Yeah, super, super cool.
And you made that that pigtail you just plugged in, you made that off camera?
Well, actually, no, because this was the Haltech kit, this came with the dash.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And all you had to do was twist the wires? And
No, they were
it in?
already twisted. I just twisted them more.
Oh, you twisted them more?
Yeah.
I just saw you twisting them yesterday, and I just assumed you made the pigtail.
Nope.
But it came with that.
It came with it, yep.
Nice.
So
this is compatible with my Sniper too. Sniper 1, Sniper 2, Terminator X, all the things, and they just come with like the plug that you just plug in, and it works with. It's compatible with so many things. It's crazy.
yeah, it seems like it's just compatible with everything.
Yeah, which is nice.
Power one.
So you just poke those two CAN bus wires in there, and they just are held by those screws.
Yeah.
Nice. That's easy.
I'm just gonna mount this guy up. Something like that.
So did it come with some kind of mounting bracket?
It did. They don't. You have to kind of pay extra for that.
Oh, okay.
But this one did come with everything.
Oh, nice.
So. Trying to figure out if I can get back to these. Not a whole lot of room here on the BRZ.
You need me to hold on to it or anything? Guess not.
No. But it didn't exactly go in. It's okay. As long as it starts, I have a different tool I can sneak back in there with. Oops, this is not magnetic. Ah! Popped out. What am I hitting? Dang. Dang. Shoot.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's okay for now, you know. It's not permanent. We gotta remember that. It's not permanent.
Yeah.
So I think it's good enough for the time being. It's good enough to go to Cars and Coffee on Saturday, hopefully. That's what we're shooting for here.
Yeah, Cars and Coffee is gonna be the test drive for this thing.
Okay. All right. I don't know what I did with those pieces of the interior. Oh, here's one.
Taking the interior apart and putting it back together took like 10 times longer than installing the dash.
And it still only took like 5 seconds. Okay, cool. All right.
Look at that. Nice.
All right, so we're gonna come over here to start up. We have to get this thing talking. I don't know how to do that. What we had to do to get this thing going is we had to come to this main screen here, And then mine was already set up. ECU selection CAN, that was already there. And then if you hit disconnect, it then allows you to change CAN to whatever if you have different types of ECUs that you're using, but we're using CAN. And then we hit connect. So now it's connected via CAN, so that's cool. Then we go to startup over here, and I selected Haltech V2, and on their website they have a like owner's manual, and it said to set it at 1 bit per second. And so then we hit apply, and then it restarts itself. Pretty simple. I didn't hit apply the first time. We were like, why isn't it working? Well, you gotta hit apply. Be smarter than the electronics.
Really come around there.
And then, yeah, so here's the kind of generic pages that it gives you. We got engine coolant temp, intake air temp, knock, boost, RPM, speed.
Nice.
So let's see what she do. There it is. We got RPM.
Look at that.
Boost, which we don't have boost. This is obviously not reading right. Oh, it froze up again. That doesn't move very far. It must not like where I have power. Do you see the little lightning bolt?
Yeah.
And it gets kind of slow. It gets a little weird on its way down. And watch battery voltage.
Warning, danger to manifold.
That's funny. It's okay. We're in American. We're in freedom units. 120 is not even warm. Come on. We should be in American, yeah, Imperial. So. Excuse me.
We still got to figure out how to operate this thing exactly.
RPM, we want that. I want to get rid of this thing. Oh gosh. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh no. Let's turn it off.
All right, so we got to figure out how to exactly use this thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna tinker a little bit, but look at it. That's the end of the video. Yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah.
It's yelling at me, which is cool. We like this. Stuff like this is nice.
Yeah,
You just have
giant
to
warning lights.
Figure out how to, I'm sure it's over here. Yeah, right here, right.
How to clear it out.
And now it's gone. Excuse me. There we go.
Nice.
So, cool. Anyways, super cool. Way too much customization that you can do here. I'm going to download a couple cool dashes. We'll show them to you guys later. But yeah, that's it. Easy to install, easy to work. On the Haltech software, we didn't talk about this, but I did come right here and turn on dash and put it to generic dash. So I did do that. I didn't tell you guys that. But yeah, that's it. I mean,
Sweet.
my goodness, how simple was that?
Super simple.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't even been in the shop for 45 minutes.
Yeah. The only thing, I got to figure out what this little lightning bolt means. I think it doesn't like where I'm getting power, so I might have to change that. So, but other than that, I think it's perfect.
Sweet.
So. Good night.
See y'all later.
Talk to you guys later.